concept of hydraulic, this one, confined and unconfined aquifer, and type of the aquifer. I think this class cannot be completed uh, tomorrow. Then we will take one extra day next Sunday for complete this, because lots of things are living, and when I will go fast, then you cannot understand this properly. Okay, then we will take I will take the one extra class on the next Sunday and finish this course. Okay, now today we will learn the only type of the aquifer. Now we are going to understand a flow equation in hydrogeology. Basically, flow equation in hydrogeology is defined by two things. First is the steady state, and the second is the transient groundwater flow. Steady state flow similar to a river flowing at a constant rate, representing constant inflow and outflow in an aquifer. The mathematical expression is a zero derivative equation indicating no change over time. And what is the transient flow? Transient flow resembles a seasonal stream with varying flow throughout the river. The mathematical expression includes a time derivative indicating changing condition in the aquifer over time. Real example, we will understand with the real world example, a reservoir and its channel. Steady state flow comparable to a reservoir with constant river feed and steady outflow maintaining a consistent water level. And the transient flow, we will take that is similar to a reservoir experiencing seasonal fluctuation in river flow leading to variable water levels. Flow equation and Darcy law. Flow equation in this chapter are based on Darcy law, which describe the flow through porous media similar to water seeping through a coffee filter. The law is mathematically expressed as a linear relationship between the flow rate and hydraulic conductivity and hydraulic gradient. Mathematical expression for the steady state. This is the steady state. Flow steady state flow. The groundwater flow equation simplifies because the change storage is zero. Okay, this is steady state. This is also called a Laplace equation, which states that the sum of the second derivative of hydraulic head, which respect to space is zero, implying no change over time. Transient flow. In contrast, transient flow is dynamic like a river whose flow rate changes with seasons or weather patterns. For aquifer, this means that the hydraulic head is not constant over time because the rate of recharge inflow and discharge outflow are not balanced. This can be due to natural reasons such as seasonal precipitation or human activities such as pumping water out of the well. Mathematical expression for this transient equation for transient flow, the groundwater flow equation includes a time derivative to account for the change in storage. But this statistic is not a time derivative. Real world example: a reservoir and its channel. Consider a reservoir that is fed by a river and has an outflow channel. If the river supplies water at a constant rate and the outflow is also constant, the reservoir's water level will remain steady, reflecting a steady state condition. However, if there are seasonal changes in the river's flow, then the reservoir's water level will rise and fall accordingly, reflecting transient condition. And the best example of this outflow and inflow flow equation, Darcy law. Darcy law is fundamental to understanding the groundwater flow. It is like calculating the amount of water that flows through a sponge when you squeeze it. The law relates the flow rate Q of the fluid through a porous medium to the properties of the medium and driving force hydraulic gradient Q is equal to minus K delta H by L, where Q is a volumetric flow rate, K is the hydraulic conductivity of the aquifer material, A is the cross-section area perpendicular flow direction, delta H by delta L is the hydraulic gradient change in the hydraulic head over the flow path change. Graphical representation that is represented by the flow nets. Flow nets are a graphical tool to visualize groundwater flow. Imagine a mesh overlay on aquifer with certain lines representing a constant hydraulic head, equipotential line, and others representing the flow path of water flow line. These nets are incredibly useful for predicting where water will go in an aquifer. Fundamental groundwater flow equation. What is the fundamental? This chapter introduced the primary equation for groundwater flow, which is a comprehensive representation of the flow in three dimensions. This equation is expressed as delta qs upon delta x and delta qy upon delta y, delta qz upon delta z, and ss delta z delta t, where qx qy is a specific discharge groundwater flow in the x y z direction respectively. SS represents the specific storage of the aquifer, H is the hydraulic head, and T denotes the time. This equation essentially demonstrates the balance between the flux divergence left side and the change in storage right side. Well hydraulic. Well hydraulic is a critical field in hydrogeology and water resource engineering that deals with the flow of groundwater into wells. It is all about understanding and managing how water moves from the surrounding aquifer into the well, both under natural condition and when the well is being pumped. Here is a detailed yet easy to understand look at well hydraulics with an example. Basics principle of well hydraulics. The behavior of groundwater around a well is influenced by several factors. Hydraulic conductivity, a measure of the aquifer's ability to transmit water. Higher conductivity means water can flow more easily through the aquifer material. Transmittivity, the rate at which water is transmitted through the entire thickness of the aquifer. It is calculated as the product of the hydraulic conductivity and the thickness of the aquifer. T is equal to, this is the thickness and this is the K is the hydraulic conductivity. Storability, a measure of the amount of water an aquifer will release from or take into storage per unit surface area per unit change in head. What is a drawdown? The lowering of the water level in a well as a result of the pumping is called drawdown. Darcy law and radial flow rates. Darcy law is a fundamental equation in the groundwater flow and well hydraulics. It states that the flow rate through the medium is proportional to the hydraulic gradient, that is change in water level over a distance. In the context of a well, the water flow is radial, meaning it flows horizontally towards the well from the direction. Types of the aquifer: confined aquifer. These are overlain by the first. What is the aquifer? Aquifer is a body that contains the water. Okay. Now come to the types of the aquifer. The first is the confined aquifer. These are overlain by impermeable layer, which means that the water is under pressure. Pumping a well is confined aquifer can lead to the drawdown that extends far from the well. Unconfined aquifer water. These are not overlain by impermeable layer, so that water is not under pressure. The drawdown in the confined aquifer usually results in a come up depression around the well. A real life example of pumping from a well. Let's consider a real life example. Imagine a small town that gets its water from a single well drilled into a confined aquifer. The town has noticed that during peak water uses in the summer, the water level in the well drops significantly, and they want to understand why this has happened. Using well hydraulics principle, an engineer can assess this situation. Using well hydraulic principle, an engineer can assess this situation by the measure drawdown by measuring the change in water level in the well before and during pumping. The engineer can quantify the impact of pumping. Conduct a pump test. By conducting a control pump test and measuring the rate of flow and the drawdown over time, the transmissibility and stability of the equipment can be estimated. Apply Thayer's equation. This is used for pumping tests. With the data from the pump test, the engineer can use the Thayer's equation, a mathematical model that describes the how drawdown changes over time in a confined aquifer to predict how the aquifer will respond to different pumping rates. Recommendation: based on the analysis, the engineer might recommend a pumping schedule that minimizes the drawdown, suggests that installation of additional well to reduce the demand on any single well, or propose artificial recharge during the times of low usage to maintain water. This is the factor. Now, Thayer's equation. What is the Thayer's equation? The Thayer's equation is given by this: S is equal to Q upon 4 pi T WU, where W is a well function, S is a drawdown, Q is the pumping rate, T is the transmittivity, and I have WU is the well function for a dimension time parameter U. U where U is equal to this is a dimension R square upon S for T. R is the distance from the well, T is the time space, time since pumping is started, and S is the drawdown. Importance of the Thayer's equation. It is used in aquifer test, groundwater management, designing pumping system. Drawback of the system: assumption. It is based on the assumption, data intensive, and complexity. The use of well function, which is exponential integral, adds complexity of the calculation. Now, conclusion: the Thayer's equation, despite its assumption and complexities, remaining a core cornerstone in a groundwater hydrogeology for evaluating aquifer properties and designing groundwater extraction system. It has been instrumental in advancing the understanding of groundwater behavior in response to the pumping, although its application requires careful consideration of its assumption and limitation. Okay, this is a brief overview of your aquifer model and this thing. Type of basically two of the equivalent. One is the confined and another is the unconfined. Okay. uh, we have understand now. Next Sunday I'm going to stop here because the most of the participants are not present. So I will do finish this on next Sunday. I will finish because I have to take some extra class for this. And if I am going in very fast, then you can get it. Maybe you will get the very less. So uh, first I will upload the video and share the link to all of you, and share the some necessary data and code, so that you can this things practice on your PC or laptop. Okay, and now I'm going to stop here, and we will meet next Sunday. Hello, hello, hello.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, it is okay to all of you.
So the
So
other.
next Sunday, so
Just
what will the schedule for this next Sunday?
Same 9 p.m. next Sunday, 9 p.m.
And what about the topics you will cover, inshallah?
We will cover the some contamination process in groundwater, and we will see how Modflow modeling for confined and non-confined aquifer. We will see the pumping test, how the pumping test react, and we will try to generate a regional groundwater model on real data on your own CSV file, save file, how this will be delivered. Because today I will do the on dummy data, but next Sunday I will show you on real data. Okay.
Okay. So can you send us the information,
Yes, even
the codes, everything, because then we can practice or have a read at it before we come in. Then we know
yes,
that it will make it easy for you also that we have read everything, and then you can go straight forward to.
yes, yes.
Otherwise, you might not finish next Sunday also.
No, I will try. If this will not finish, then I will take some one another extra class. Okay, but I will try to finish in a very easy way and understandable way. You can understand everything. Okay.
So, sir, just one request and suggestion that the coming class, whatever you will try to explain us, if you give this notes before, it is easy for us to read and
Yes, yes,
means
yes. I will share today and yesterday recorded video and notes and code and some if data I share. Okay, if data is used not is some CSV data is used I think yesterday. Okay, I will share and watch the video and try to run Python on this, then you will understand how the Modflow modeling is work. Okay, and share the slide, and for upcoming class I will also share the notes so that you can watch carefully, because most peoples are not present. I think they are in why I don't know why but I want to deliver more knowledge in an understandable and very easy way among you.
and one request, sir, please try to attach us because right now there's a few means teachers are available for such topic.
Hmm.
So try to means easily available for you to
Yes,
take
yes,
more
my
class
WhatsApp.
and attend.
Please send me if you any query related to this. Please send me. Drop a message on WhatsApp group which I have created. Please drop a message. Okay.
Okay,
Hello.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We will meet next Sunday and try to finish. If this will not finish, uh, because lots of modeling, we have four modelings are remaining: confined, unconfined, aquifer testing, and the modeling on the regional modeling on real data. Okay, we will see. First, we will cover the theory part, then this way. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day. If you have any question, any query, please drop a message on group in group. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye. Go. Good night, Khan.